So today's lesson is going to be solving rational equations. And when you solve a rational equation, it's just like basically solving any equations that have fractions. You always need to find the LCD. And the reason why you find the LCD is because if you multiply the entire equation by that, it's going to eliminate all your denominators. And then what happens is you get a nice equation to solve when you're finished. When you finish solving your equation, just check your solutions to make sure there are no extraneous solutions. Remember, those are the excluded values, things that make denominator 0. So for this first example, you've got a LCD that's 10. So here's where we multiply both sides of the equation by 10. And we've been talking about in classes where you do math. You divide the LCD by the denominator and then multiply that value times the numerator. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 3x is 6x. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 10 divided by 10 is 1, and 1 times 7x is 7x. So now you have no more fractions. So what's great here is you've got a regular linear equation. You can subtract 6x on both sides, and then you get 15 equals x. This is your final answer because if you look at all your denominators, there are no variables down here. So because there are no variables, there's no way to have any extraneous solutions. If you take a look at the second example, this 4 on the end happens to be over a 1. And then as you look for your LCD here, it's going to be 6. So you're going to do math with the 6, which means 6 divided by 3 is 2. And that has to be multiplied by that numerator, x minus 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3 times x is 3x. 6 divided by 1 is 6 times 4 is 24. Well, you're going to have to distribute on that first part, which becomes 2x minus 6 plus 3x equal to 24. The x's on the left combine to 5x minus 6 equal to 24. Add 6 to both sides. 5x equals 30. Divide both sides by 5. And x equals 6. Once again, there's no need to worry about extraneous solutions because no denominator has a variable. Next example. 2, 3, 4, and 6. Remember, numbers can never get bigger. Numbers can never get smaller. They can only get bigger. So if I take that biggest number, 6, and I count by it, 6 times 2 is 12, and all those other denominators divide into 12 evenly. So 12 becomes your LCD. And then you do math again. 12 divided by 2 is 6 times x, 6x. Plus 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 2 is 8. Equal to 12 divided by 4 is 3 times x is 3x. Minus 12 divided by 6 is 2 times 1 is 2. Solve for x, subtract 3x on both sides. And then you get 3x plus 8 equals negative 2. Subtract by 8 on both sides and get 3x equals negative 10. Divide both sides by 3 and you end up with a fraction. Not a big deal. Your answer is negative 10/3. It's okay to get non-integer answers. It's not a problem. Again, no extraneous values because there's no variable in the denominator. Last problem. On the last problem, you've got an LCD that's going to be 2x. They all already have an x, but they don't all have a 2. That's why your LCD is 2x. And we're going to do math again. 2x divided by x is 2 times 9 is 18. Minus 2x divided by 2x is 1 times x is 1x. Equal to 2x divided by x is 2 times 15 is 30. So this equation, subtract by 18 on both sides, get negative 1x equals positive 12. Divide by negative 1, and then x equals negative 12. Here we do have variables in the denominator, so we need to decide what's going to make all those variables a 0 down there, and each one would have to be a 0. Each x would have to be a 0 in order to have a fraction not work. Well, your solution is x equals negative 12. not x equals 0. So we don't have any extraneous solutions, and your answer is what it is. And that's it. Shout out to Sarah Haber, who's in here taking the test, and good luck on your homework.